All right, it's Sunday, 31 May, 2026. Last day of the month. Setting up for Sunday's Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday edition. That's right. Getting everything up and ready. And we should have Doc and John in no time soon. So hope everybody has had a great weekend and planning a great week ahead. Those of you who are still in school, hey, hope you're having a great break. If not, well, hey, it should be coming soon. Whether it's regular school or college, or am I sure? No, I'm not sure. But, of course, welcome in, Wobbly. I am here right now. Right here, right now. How are you doing tonight? Wobbly in the Kick Chat. All right. Trying to get everything fixed and set up for tonight. I never can tell. Yes, it's true. I've been doing a lot of things here lately. A lot of art, AI art, a lot of AI music here lately. And I've had some other things legally that I've had to work on as well. So, yeah, I do seem to be consumed quite a bit lately. I'm sorry if I'm never around enough. I do try to keep the stream rolling as much as I possibly can. For the entertainment value. Appreciate each and every one of you out there. Let me try to get John on the horn right now, and I did some changes. If you've seen, the opening screen is a little different today. I did work on that over the week and weekend. Let me get the pre-show going here.
Hello.
Hey. How's it going?
Oh, hold on. That was just loading. The Hug Boy!
Hug Boy!
The Hug Boy.
Hug Boy, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You sound pretty good
Good
tonight.
to hear it, good to hear it.
Doc69 in the house.
Hello.
What's up, Doc?
Not a whole lot. Watching the last little bit of Louisville, Columbus here. Just getting ready to talk about some news.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hey, did y'all hear about Willie?
Oh, what happened?
Did he get arrested again?
Well, no, actually, I need to start calling Willie Wilhelmina now. Willie tried to consummate his marriage, and something got cut off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. At least that's what I heard.
At least he didn't try to put that damn thing in his butt.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Well,
That'd be a different story.
It is Willie, though.
That's just not a good idea.
Yeah. For our listeners at home, don't try this at home.
Funny enough, they're showing a chainsaw commercial on my TV right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny.
That's the MK Ultra CIA stuff going on.
That's living in the Pacific Northwest. That's what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy Eddie Chainsaw Emporium.
And they're
Come
up
down,
like
boys.
Yep. This
Half of
tree's
them
been
are,
growing for
battered
300
power.
years. Cut her down.
Cut her down.
Yeah.
Now they don't let you cut trees down here anymore. The commies don't like that.
Yeah.
They prefer that they burn down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you cut down all the trees, what are we going to burn?
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though?
It is. Yep. Don't even clean up the forest. Leave all that brush and stuff there. It's fine. It's
That's
the
how they.
habitat of the three-striped skink. You get rid of that brush, you might lose that skink.
And you get into a place where if you could have just let fires go burn wild and take care of all that underbrush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Could have, would have, should have.
You put out everyone immediately because you have to, because the underbrush is too thick. If they get loose, so you're in a catch-22. Now you got to clear the whole damn forest.
Yep.
Yep.
Now they just like to use it to clean up the trash after the homeless invade the forest. They're like, don't go out there and cut it down. We got to make sure it all burns.
Yeah.
Burn it down. Everything's burn it down.
Yep. And those meth labs go up quick.
Yeah. So those propane tanks, they tend to make a pretty display.
Oh
when
yeah.
They go up.
Yep. They start playing the 1812 overture. Boom, boom.
Kaboom, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Yep.
Yeah.
Our governor may actually lose. She's like so unpopular that she's going against some of the policies that the left-wing NGOs have been pushing. Did you guys hear about that initiative they're putting on the ballot to ban all hunting? Yeah. Our governor came out against it because she realized it was going to drive Republican turnout.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Ban hunting and fishing and, pest control, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
Well,
you might as well take bird watching out of there, too, just for good measure.
It would also cut out all
flash
farming
is blind
as well.
the birds.
You wouldn't be able to do anything but free range farming, and then you would have to send it out of state to get slaughtered because no meat slaughtering would be allowed here in the state.
Yeah, because they want everybody eating Bill Gates' fake meat.
Yeah.
I mean, has she ever driven through the other half of the state? Right? Has she seen what's out there? It's all farms.
You mean have somebody drive her if you did half the state?
That's why she came out hard against it this week. Yeah, she knows that she's on a tightrope right now. The current polls have her and the Republican winner of the primary about 50-50 right now. So,
yep,
we'll see.
These
how
people
that
just want to be
out.
left alone, and when you start banning hunting and fishing and everything, you're not leaving them alone.
And then she got. I'm pretty sure she got a few nasty emails from some of the farmers. There's a lot of small farmers here. A lot of independent, self-sustaining kind of crunchy granola farmers. You know the type I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
They homeschool. They don't get their kids vaccinated, but
it's a hippie with an acre of land.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And there's a lot of them out here, and they do not want this to pass.
Right.
It's but yeah, hopefully it doesn't. I don't know though. We'll see how it plays out. But I have no faith in the political system here. Mail-in voting just makes me have no faith whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it's not rigged through mail-in, it's rigged through the tabulators and foreign hackers and foreign hackers.
Who is it? There's a really famous quote that he who counts the ballots wins elections.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
They might even go back to China.
It's an old one. I know it's a really old one. I don't remember who said it though.
It's true.
Oh yeah, it's.
Yep, especially when you put tape over the windows so people can't, observe.
Mm-hmm.
But that would never happen, at least not in America.
Or you have, 800,000 non-active voters on your rolls that you send out ballots for every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And whoops, we sent out wrong ballots.
I had this group here, and this morning when they were getting ready to leave, I was kind of half joking, saying, you should stick around a while, whatever. There's no one here till Tuesday, but just cancel your work tomorrow, right? And they all went, ha ha, except for one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life said, oh my God, that sounds awesome. I can really do that. And I was like, yeah.
You can.
Yeah, you can. I'm like, holy shit.
So
And,
the hotness factor has gone up.
Yeah, I just spent the last couple hours just hanging out with her, and as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go back over there, and damn.
Oh, no. We're doing a 24-hour after show. Mark didn't tell you
Yeah, the
that?
marathon?
What?
Yeah. We're trying to raise money
Oh,
for...
no. We
tell you
can't
what,
do
David.
that.
I'll do that with you as long as you make it. I'll stay there right to the end with you, buddy.
Mm-hmm. You say that.
Yeah, because you'll be sound asleep before we even get halfway past.
No,
4.
if I had you roped into that, I would go into into town and find myself a meth addict and get a little Yeah.
You're one of those people that hear Mark do the countdown, and you're like 5, 4. You're getting sleepier. 3, 2.
There you go. Yep. Not my fault. I sleep a lot.
Yeah, well, may not be your fault, but it's our issue. It lays
Yeah,
the back
exactly.
on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to deal with it. You got to deal
Yeah,
with it.
I'm the one who has to clean up your.
Mhm.
Anyway,
At least I stopped pooping myself, so that's a good thing.
That is
That
a
is
positive.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sure it's just temporary, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Luckily, I haven't had that problem, but now that I've made the joke, I'm going to curse myself. Yeah, and knock on wood, I hadn't puked in a while, so we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm gonna do Sol tonight, and I'm gonna have. Have you heard of the Pupua lava flats in Hawaii on the Big Island?
I haven't, but I'll pretend I have.
Okay, it's like the Pupua'a.
Yeah.
It's basically, the hot spot that was underneath the center of the Big Island is moving as the planets shift, right?
Right.
And so now it's starting to come up on the eastern side, and it's creating more land, right? So the lava's going down in the ocean, and it's creating more and more land.
Right.
And so I'm going to have Willie get heavily invested into that land.
Right.
So, and convince him it's a generational thing. You know what I mean? It's a generational play. It's for the long haul, Willie. You got to think of your kids and your grandkids, and he's going to be like, I don't have any kids.
But he's got monkeys.
You got monkeys.
It's generational.
Yeah.
They don't
Willie,
count.
it's generational money.
Yes.
You got to look at it like the right way.
Yeah. You can open up a theme park, Lava Land.
Your grandchildren that you're probably never going to have would make out like bandits with this.
That's right.
Silliness.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, you think about a lava, I don't know. What's it going to take for that to be stable to live on?
Yeah.
Like 50,000
Well,
years.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Willie got drunk one night and adopted Hansel. So,
He adopted Hansel.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Hansel might actually end up getting it, but yeah. I think he felt bad the 6th or 7th time he had Hansel deported.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There you go. So you can come on and be like, yeah, Daddy, it's very good for me,
You should
Do
buy
it
the
that
Lava Land. It would be wonderful. It is what you
My
call a
children's
hot
children would
property.
be very wealthy.
I've always wanted a flat poo-poo.
This will be a black sandy beach in 3,000 years.
There you go.
It'll be beautiful.
Yeah. Why is it got to be black sandy?
Is tonight the night where Saul congratulates Willie on his marriage?
Sure, mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Yep.
He's
I
going to
really
offer
tried
him
to
a
go on
can
his
of.
honeymoon,
He's
but
going
he lost his
to
wife in the baggage
offer him a
claim.
can of crackers.
There you go.
Fish.
Yeah.
Gefilte fish.
Masa
He loves that
crackers
stuff.
for his wedding gift.
Yep.
Hmm.
Willie's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, how did you like the new animations I sent? Did you like those?
Oh, they were cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the. it kept the quality of the art and enhanced it in some ways,
Yeah.
Especially the one with me sitting next to Brent, where he looks around more.
Oh my God, that was so good. Where he kind of talks, and it's like you're talking to him, asking him questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he moves his head around, or my avatar does, and it's very cool. I've never seen that animation out of that avatar, so it's pretty cool
Yeah.
to see it do it.
Well, I didn't.
Now, David Hogg
I will
maybe
tell
have
you
something
this:
to
I
do.
did not use Grok for that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he's freehanded it.
Huh? No. I used
You
what
freehanded
Meta.
it and
I used Facebook's Meta.
Oh, so you
But
don't own it.
Yeah, I don't own it. It's
Yeah.
like-
Yep, there goes CS's copyright. They now own the image.
Didn't
No.
didn't the AI didn't they have a court case where they said like the AI stuff isn't copyrightable?
Yeah, that's true. You
I
cannot
thought so.
copyright stuff created by AI.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
That kind of.
That's why I do. That's why all the music I do is about comics that I like, from the
Right.
origin story to who wrote them. It's kind of cool.
Yep. And of course, the whole reason why you can't copyright stuff created by AI is because that damn monkey that took a picture of itself. Because that was the establishing court case. Because the guy thought he owned the copyright to it, but it's like, no, you didn't take that picture. The monkey took a picture of itself. It was a selfie. Therefore, you don't have the copyright. But the monkey can't copyright it because the monkey's not human. So a human has to create it.
Couldn't the owner of the monkey copyright it though?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Like my monkey took the photo, so I'm going to copyright it because it's my monkey.
Well, can you own a monkey? Isn't that slavery?
Slavery.
Yeah, you can own a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
pet.
can own a monkey?
It's
own
a
a
pet.
dog.
You
You
could
can own a
definitely
cat.
own a capuchin.
Well, the thing is, a human has to do it. So it's kind of like, when you put a prompt, a human puts a prompt in for AI, but that's considered insignificant. So,
Yeah. 'Cause
You know.
anyone, even monkeys, can write prompts, right?
yeah, that's true. Monkeys can write prompts.
That's right. And if you can teach a gorilla or a baboon or an elephant to do it, same thing.
I bet you
Yeah.
an octopus could figure it out.
Yeah,
too.
an octopus. I'm waiting
yeah.
for an octopus to try to copyright
Yep.
AI.
Now, a caveman,
No, he's out of luck. Caveman's out.
yeah,
No,
Caveman,
he's just completely out of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Now Nephilim, well, they're pretty smart.
different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
pretty
the
smart.
Nephilim are
Their
half
hands
human.
so huge.
Aren't
Their hands
Nephilim
are
are
so
half human?
huge. Can they actually hit the buttons without hitting 4 at one time?
They have bigger keyboards.
That-
There you go.
You know, the secret to AI is there's a whole section in Middle Earth, in the Hollow Earth, where there's a bunch of Bigfoot and dogmen taking and typing all the answers and sending it out to us.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Do you remember when Amazon opened that first retail store that, you just waved your phone when you went in, you grabbed whatever you wanted and just walked out, and it, because it's new technology, it could track everything that you had picked up. Do you remember that?
Yes. I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you remember when they finally found out what the technology was behind it?
No,
That's
I
just
did not
people in
hear this
India.
part.
It was a bunch of Indians with the cameras.
Yeah,
So
monitors.
they would monitor everyone coming in, and it's like, oh, he picked up the salad,
Yeah,
Oh, he picked up a drink.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't any, no computers or anything like that. But yeah, it was new technology. It was just a ton of people working for cheap.
That's that kind of seems like what everything that the tech guys have built the last 10 years has been. It feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, AI seems to not be all Indians, but it's pretty close.
Well,
Yeah.
Wobbly says AI is racist, don't you know?
Everything's racist, Wobbly. You know that. Come on.
Well,
That's racist that you don't know that.
At least I didn't drop the AI slurs. You know,
Yeah.
I did use AI.
Yeah.
I could have called it a
we're,
clanker.
we're not
or a
calling it
wire
clanker
back.
or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do like wire back. That one sounds
Oh, that's a new one.
Wire bag.
I like
Yeah.
That's
Wire back.
a new one. Yeah.
wire back. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
do
you
like
go.
the name of the AI.
David
systems. They're
Hogg,
called
wire bag
cocksuckers.
for clankers.
Yeah, Wireback. It's like Nickelback, but electronic.
Yeah. That's the
Almost
music
wire
side
back.
of it, right?
Bad.
Okay, I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, all these data centers, pretty soon they'll start just calling them water thieves.
Water keys.
Water thieves. All these data centers are
Thieves.
using up all the groundwater.
I would imagine at some point, people are going to figure out that they don't have enough electricity for all of these data centers, and it's going to take
Mhm.
longer to build the electricity than the data centers.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think eventually that's going to come to a head at some point.
Well,
I think we're
See,
going to get
if they were really smart about this, they would build them in stationary or even rotational satellites. All right? Space would cool them. Okay?
Yes,
If,
Right.
what I
if they
hear.
were on the dark.
That's what Elon's trying to do.
Yeah, see, or put them, at the poles.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's going to try to build his AI data centers on Mars. Because you've seen him with that T-shirt that says "Groccupy Mars."
Yeah, yep, there you go.
Yeah, Groccupy Mars.
Occupy Mars.
By the way,
I don't-
Elon, call me. I'll let you have that one.
I
well-
don't mind the idea of data centers, like in general, just like the concept of what a data center is. I know the internet
Right.
needs them, but
But
like,
the Walmart of data centers, these massive things.
it's where I have a problem with where they're putting them. Like, I don't
Hmm.
understand what this. The only reason I can think of that they're plowing over farmland and residential neighborhoods to build these
Mhm.
things is because that's cheaper than demolishing and cleaning up industrial sites.
Right. That
Like,
making tap wells and drain aquifers and the country bumpkins won't fight it.
But you would think that the industrial sites would have all the high level access they need, like the power connections, the water connections. Like
I
you
think
would
it's
think.
cheaper acreage out there,
Oh, that's
know.
for sure. That's the only thing I can think of. Like,
and the
that's
things
it.
are massive. So
Yeah, they're huge. They're not
Yeah.
small.
yep, and there's less regulations because these counties, we don't even know what a data center is.
Well, and you only have the bumpkins that you have to pay off on the county commission are not nearly as expensive as
Right.
ones in like the industrial complex outside of Austin or whatever.
Yep. And the bank owns most of the property anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a whole nother side quest on this thing.
Yep.
Like, these people end up selling out their land that they don't really own anyway. And
Right.
I don't know.
They-
It's wild.
They just get out of debt.
Yeah, they get out
Okay,
of
so I
debt.
give you back the land, and now I don't owe as much money as I used to. That's perfect. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them are making bank. It's the people that are getting forced off that seem to be getting the least amount of money. The people
Yeah.
that go willingly seem to get a nice chunk of change.
Yep. But when, as you say, there's not enough electricity to go around. When electricity rates start skyrocketing, just like the price of RAM, it's like,
It's only a
Yeah,
matter of time. They've already got
I
rid of
cashed
it.
in on my RAM early on.
yeah. But your RAM ended up being gay.
Oh my God! Just because it,
Because
them
it flashes
blinky
with
lights.
rainbow stuff.
Oh, my rainbow
Yep.
RAM.
Yep. That, and when he
I-
boots his
please
computer,
don't
it goes,
go there.
"It's fabulous."
No, no, don't.
Damn gay RAM. Gay RAM. A trans CPU doesn't know what it is. Keeps switching cores on him. Yep.
Oh, gay ram. Makes me think of those guys in the pride parades that wear animal costumes with rainbows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wobbly
remember
says.
the dildo rainbow monkey?
No, hold on here. This just in. Wobbly says California has passed a law that says you can never own a home. The state owns it.
Yeah, that's commies.
Yeah.
It's like in New York. You know, if they don't like the upkeep of your property, they can just take it from you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
With rent control on top, so that you can't ever make enough money to actually fix the property up.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's almost like they planned it.
I mean, it would seem that way, right? I mean, if you did plan it, would you do anything different?
Exactly.
Could you do anything different?
Yeah. I tell you though, it does not look good for these places like California and New York. It does not look good.
No, it doesn't.
And
the problem is they all move out here and then bring their lousy politics with them.
Yeah, their lousy politics. Yuck.
Yeah. The thing that made them leave, they bring with them.
Unfortunately, that is true for a lot of them. I do notice, though, that a lot of conservatives have left Oregon. There used to be a decent number of conservatives, not enough to make a huge difference in voting because of the gerrymandering, but there used to be quite a few conservatives in Oregon, and it seems to just be getting more and more crazy liberal as more people flee the state.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Might have to try to move again here at some point. Get out of the state. I don't want to, but
yep,
it may have to.
It's nice down here where we're at.
If I did it, I'd probably go to New Hampshire.
Right. Did you see that? Apparently, Rubio showed up late to Trump's cabinet meeting, and he was asking, if he could catch him up on what's going on. And Trump says, we're trying to figure out a way to deport 1 million liberal white women and 12 beagles. And Rubio was like, what do the beagles do? And Trump says to the rest of the cabinet, see, I told you nobody would care about the million white liberal women.
It's true.
Yep.
What are the beagles for? That's a good one.
Send those liberal white women to Canada in exchange for Alberta.
There you go. Yeah, we need to save some of those Canadians.
It's Canada's, from what I understand, the economic situation for anyone like borderline in Canada is pretty dire right now.
Yeah, well, hey, they can always kill themselves when the government dimes, so, I don't know why they're worried.
Yeah.
That's the solution,
Perhaps that's the final solution to Canada's problems.
Yes. A nice pun on the final solution. You have relatives in the new country? Yeah. Yep.
Making it very easy for the commies up there.
Yeah. Import the third world. That's what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And make China your favorite trade partner.
Oh yeah.
That is a 1-2 punch that most countries like Canada can't withstand. We're barely holding on. We've lost the whole West Coast.
I know. Well, you think in Canada at least they'd have a no kings protest because they do have a king.
No, but they like their king, so they changed it to no tyrants.
Ah, okay.
Is there a difference?
Apparently, as long as your king prays to Allah, yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy, man.
I'm going to wait another minute here, and then I'm going to switch us over to the next room.
Hi, Dave. You are wide
All
awake. I don't want any excuses. You're coming with us.
No.
I'd rather have him come in on the second hour with Willie if he can make it in.
There you go. Yeah, if I could make it.
Well, I said I didn't want excuses. You at least didn't give me an excuse.
No.
No, he didn't. That's
Would
good.
you like me to come for an excuse, even though you said not to?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just made up.
Okay.
Whatever you say is going to be made up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
perfectly healthy.
Yeah, I'm perfectly healthy. You got that right.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, look at you.
That whole kidney thing was just a put on. One of my funniest jokes ever.
You would do a running gag like that over the years, too. You would.
Anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to switch
right.
switch our rooms right now. So,
All right.
folks, that was the pre-show for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Stay tuned. We got the regular show. Yeah, okay. That was David Hogg. Coming up is the real show for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio. We're going to join them now. Where's Doc at? Doc. Adding Doc in. Adding John in. Where's John? There. Oh.
There you
Hello?
go.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I clicked Barry by accident. He won't answer, but anyways.
I didn't know Barry was into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot of dead air there. I
Yeah.
paused for
Well,
a minute.
anyways. We're coming up on 30 seconds. Right now.
Right. Is it time to go to the bathroom?
I have to pee.
Oh, God. I feel it. It's coming.
Where's Kamala Harris when you need her?
All right, here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you are live and on the radio side for the very first time today, right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for May 31st, 2026. Buddy, Doc, what's up, Doc?
Just enjoying the slight early summer we have going on. It's beautiful today. It's going to be in the 80s tomorrow. I'm excited. I like the sun. It's nice when it's early in the spring, and it's not the dry heat of summer. So, enjoying that.
I've been getting blasted by the wind this last week, but that's starting to settle down. Today was beautiful. Just picture perfect. As was yesterday, quite frankly.
Yeah,
but
today was great.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on in the world. Let's see. We've got the 250th anniversary of the United States happening this year, 2026. Been 250 years since 1776 when this nation was founded. And what a great thing that is. You know what I mean? And you think about what we're celebrating here. It's both sides of the aisle. You know what I mean? It really, truly is. It's both sides of the aisle got us to where we are today. You know?
Yeah.
There's been horrible presidents, and there's been great presidents, and there's been presidents all everywhere in between. And it didn't really matter in the past who the president was when we came across one of these, you know, the 200th anniversary back in 1976. You know, didn't matter. We celebrated America. And I'm not seeing that this year. You know, did you notice that these articles coming out of all these different artists that have been backing out of there's going to be a state fair in Washington, D.C. that'll kick off on like the 24th or so of June.
Yeah.
And they had all these different artists lined up, and some of them are just stepping out. They're like, some have been getting apparently death threats. Others have just said, no, this is political, suicide. Trump's way more involved than I thought he would be. But, he's the president, and it's the 250th anniversary, and it's Donald Trump. Of course he's going to be involved, you know?
I think this is emblematic of the deep rooted divisions that have led us to this point. I am one of the people who believes that Donald Trump was a symptom of a much larger problem that is bubbling up at the ground floor of America, the people at the bottom of the K-shaped economy. They were the biggest supporters Trump had, especially when he was first getting going, because they wanted somebody to be like a human Molotov cocktail for the system. And that the Democrats and the Republicans, and I mean, when I say that, I mean establishment, because I think Trump is something different. But these establishment sides used that division to fuel their base voters, and they made the culture politics instead of talking about football at the water cooler or talking about the newest TV show. Everybody was talking about what all this woke craziness, and it was the Democrats' fault, and no, it's the Republicans' fault, and that became our culture. And I think this is where that leads. Nobody wants to actually participate in the celebration of a unified nation.
Mm-hmm. If Biden or Kamala were in office, I mean, I wouldn't not go to Washington, D.C. to see the celebrations, right? I mean, it just wouldn't change like that for me. I think most, Americans would say that, except for now, many of the leftists are saying it. That Donald Trump's going to be involved. It's his, party. We want nothing to do with it. And it's a shame. It's just a shame. It helps instill that sort of hatred they have for what this country is versus what they want it to be, which is, i.e., socialist or whatever, and our communist anarchy. If you can figure that one out.
Don't get me started on that contradictory. But no, I think you're right, though. It's I think this has anything that Trump does has become a rallying cry to these far leftists. And they will use Trump as a cudgel against anybody near the left wing, even if you're a centrist and kind of have some conservative thoughts and some liberal thoughts, you're still going to be attacked ruthlessly by these leftists for having anything to do with Trump. And that they've been using that as a wedge to drive people apart for going on a decade now.
Yeah, and you wonder why we keep seeing over and over and over and over all these maniacs with guns trying to, charge the White House, trying to shoot at his convoys, trying to, assassinate him, shooting him in the ear. Yep. You know what I mean? It's obvious why that's happening. Why is Charlie Kirk dead? You know what I mean? He's dead because they made it okay to kill a Nazi. To shoot a Nazi, you can, hey, you know what? You can kill a Nazi. Therefore, if I call you a Nazi enough, you can die. And no one's going to shed a tear, which is crack,
Yeah, and it's at all levels too. It's not just at the ground floor. It's in the actual institutions. Trump has had to fight tooth and nail to get anything done within the institutions. If the Uniparty wasn't in agreement with him, it was a constant fight. Either Republicans on his own team would be talking trash on him, or the Democrats would all unify and they would get a judge to bring up a suit and slow things down. I think that's why he has sort of embraced the neocons who are like, yeah, well, let's get rid of some communists in South America. Let's go ahead and take care of this Iran situation. People will love you. No worries. I think that's how he got talked into it, because I think he got tired of fighting the Democrats so much and the crappy rhino unipartyists. I think he got tired of fighting. And he could do a lot more foreign country than he can in our country without going through all those barriers.
Yeah, this country, it's next to impossible. Heck, he just apparently, the way I'm reading it, he just backed out of the whole Kennedy Center thing. Like, he just handed it over to Congress and said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
Again, another federal judge came out the other day and said, "You can't shut down the Kennedy Center, and you can't put your name on it.
Yeah.
Congress has to do those things." So he just said, "Screw it, Congress, take it. If you want this thing remodeled, do it yourself."
Yeah.
And they won't. It'll suck. It'll take years. And what, they can't shut it down? So you got to work around performances?
Yeah. Yeah. It's really, it's been everything from the littlest tiny thing like the Kennedy Center to his massive attempt at getting immigration situation squared away. I mean, he got the border and he started doing the deportations of the criminals, and just as he was about to ramp up the big go-to, all you get left and right, all of these judges coming at him to try to stop everything, and it just put a monkey wrench in everything.
Well, the East Wing now is sitting in a state of like decay, just sitting there. They can't work on it. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can't put up the foundations, put up some of the walls, like, and then halt it when at least it looks decent and there's something there. You know what I mean?
They want to make him look bad.
Or you want to get really trivial. Painting the bottom of the what is it? The National Mall blue, you know, the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is it's so trivial that they would stop that when it's like 1/4 of the way done. You know?
Yeah. That's why the progressives win, unfortunately, John. That's because they will fight everything. They will fight tooth and nail like their lives are going to depend on it. And it may be the most unimportant thing, really. It's just something superficial, like, you know, doing some basic maintenance on our monuments, and they will fight it tooth and nail just because it's the other side.
Well, and also we saw the compare and contrast, Columbus Circle. There's a big fountain there, big statue, all marble, gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. And it was a comparative. What it looks like today, absolute stunning, versus what it looked like, you know, 3 years ago when Biden in office, covered in Israel, you know, F Israel and Free Gaza, and, you know, all cops are bastards and everything else that they could spray paint on there. It looked like the ghetto. It looked like it was in the ghetto, and it was the ghetto then. You know?
Yeah. That's what the left wants to do. They want to demoralize, so they make things look ugly.
When it's really not that hard to just maintain things the way they should be maintained, like the Kennedy Center, you know?
Correct. But then they would actually have to do work instead of grift money and steal elections. That's so much harder to do work, John. How can you expect them to do work?
Yeah. Well, or to get a contractor to do the work.
Well,
technically, right?
Technically.
They'd still have to get the contractor.
Yeah, and it's you know, if they get somebody that does a good job and who's actually on budget, then they can't take a skim off the top.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, the millions and millions and millions of dollars, and again, you know, they were hammering on Trump for spending $6 million to paint the reflecting pool, and I think Obama dumped $35 million into it, you know, in his term, and nobody said a word. They just said, oh, great, they're fixing up the reflecting pool in the Capitol. They didn't say, oh my God, 33 million for what or whatever. And I mean, you know, some of us probably did. I probably looked cockeyed at that, but it got done. It wasn't front page news and a reason to impeach him. You know?
Yeah.
Now it's impeach. And there's just so much insanity out there. They'll stop anything. They're just gonna. They're doing everything they can. And that big arc he wants to build, I don't think it stands a snowball's chance in hell.
No, I don't think so either. It's sad because that thing is one of the few. I mean, besides cleaning up and taking care of the monuments we already have, it was one of the few things that I was like, I'm normally a very libertarian guy, but I think if you want to have pride in your nation, your capital needs to look beautiful and have beautiful monuments. And
Yeah.
the only way that that happens is if you build them. They're not just going to magically appear on their own.
Yeah, and like everything about Washington, D.C. was designed to be intimidating to foreign dignitaries. Right.
Yeah.
When they laid it all out, they did it specifically to make the whole thing like, oh my God, where am I? You know what I mean? Like, and then if the centerpiece of it all is the White House, you pull in there and you're suddenly whisked in to see the president in the Oval Office, and it's like intimidating. You know what I mean? It's the real deal. And when there's statues and every building is boarded up and graffiti everywhere and crime and trash, that's not very intimidating.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, not the way you want it to be anyway.
No, foreign leaders show up and they look at this and they're like, all right, this place is in decay. This is a country past its prime. Let's go railroad them, versus, wow, this is a nice city. And what about the people that actually live in Washington, D.C.? I've heard some interviews with them over the last few weeks that were like, man, it's so much better now. Like, Trump this, Trump that, who cares? It's a nice city now, which
Yeah.
it should be. There's so much money there. I mean, how much money is there in Washington, D.C. and Georgetown and all those areas there? My Lord.
Yeah, well, Northern Virginia has, 5 of the top 10 or 6 of the top 10 most wealthy counties?
Yeah, because it's all government leech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to live at least somewhere near the swamp if you want to try to, suck the, the nastiness out of there.
Yeah, it's true. It's wild how the you can tell how much money flows through the government by how much wealth accumulates around the capital city. It's just like a almost 1-to-1 correlation with corruption.
Yeah, and then you go out in the other cities and they're just not doing as well. You know what I mean? You go into Chicago and it's all in shambles, nowadays. Nobody can set up a nice restaurant on the corner that used to be a great location. Now it's a little too sketchy. You can't have outdoor seating because people will come by and God knows what they'll do to you on the sidewalk, right? I mean, you're sitting ducks.
Yeah.
That little velvet rope doesn't do much when some crazy homeless person with a knife wants to come at you at dinner for no reason whatsoever,
Yeah, and if it's not the homeless, it's the Antifa people out doing their weekly protests now that it's summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're out there in New Jersey, and it's who was it? Some reporter went in there with some undercover camera and stuff, infiltrated Antifa, and filmed the abundance of wealth and support that is there for those protesters, like just weeks worth of supplies, hourly food deliveries, on and on and on. And it's clearly being funded from overseas. Now we've got the Hassan Piker thing who's blowing the whistle on this. Was it the Singh guy in China?
Yeah, the American citizen who is also a Chinese national who has that gambling business in Macau or whatever. Yeah. He's a big spender. Yeah.
Big spender on political subversion in the United States, putting forward all these different, groups and whatnot, NGOs that are directly influencing the health of America, the political climate. Now it turns out a lot of these the different attacks that have been going on. Mr. Wonderful came out today, from Shark Tank, that guy who's building the data centers. And he said he had some people, on his team and security that were looking into this. And it all was associated with China. All the different attacks that were going on Twitter and X and different social media sites all went back to a couple IPs, and it was all sort of, linked right back to Chinese money and then the Singh guy and these NGOs. So you got to ask yourself, why is China pushing so hard to make these data centers the boogeyman?
Well, they're so this is how this works. China picks up on cultural threads and then amplifies them. They did the same thing during the initial Gaza war. And then, of course, Israel made things worse by Larry Ellison buying TikTok, and now everybody thinks that the Jews are trying to kill everyone. But that's just because they don't have to a hammer. Everything looks like a nail. I'm not one of these Israel runs the world kind of people. I don't subscribe to that nonsense. But this is a pretty prototypical Chinese methodology of social coercion. They find something that bothers people, and these data centers are bothering people at the local level. There's lots of people that are fighting them at their local level, and they're picking that thread up and they make it go viral on purpose. They intentionally promote it in the algorithm to rage bait Americans because they know anything that slows down our economics is a positive to their economics. It's fifth generational warfare.
Yeah. And I mean, I hate this war. AI, I think, is just a nightmare on steroids, and there's very little that's good about it. But it's this next space war, you know what I mean? It's the next big thing. And if you win this war, apparently you win all wars forever, because AI will just bomb your neighbor first, and then I don't know, because they don't care.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, we have AI running our targeting right now in both Gaza, Lebanon, and in Iran, or Iran, however you want to pronounce it. The AI is doing all that targeting right now. So, I mean, yeah, it's the future does look like robot warfare with AI drones. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's fun. I heard today that the new White House ballroom will have a drone airport in it.
Yeah, and I from what I understand, it's going to have a swarm defense mechanism. So if somebody tries to do a terrorist attack with a drone swarm, they'll have a defense mechanism for it.
And why they're fighting this ballroom so much is beyond me, because damn well that if this thing's done in 2028 and Trump loses, or JD Vance or whoever loses, and you get an AOC as the president, I guarantee she's going to be using that ballroom every single Friday night.
Well, yeah, they just don't want they don't want Trump's name on it. That's what it is.
Yeah, or his style on it, or it's too gaudy, and then she'll be in there and she'll be like, "Yeah, he said it was too gaudy, but oh my god, I love it."
Oh, of course they'll love it. It's really a jealousy. They want to be the ones to put their names on things. They don't want other people's names on things, especially people on the other team.
So why didn't Biden rebuild it? Why didn't he come up with the idea? I don't know. They just hate to hate. Haters gonna hate, right?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean that's basically what it comes down to. Yeah.
And it is their entire agenda. There is no other agenda other than we hate Donald Trump. Risk to democracy, white nationalists, racism, and they hate gay people. That's it. That's the whole platform. And I'll tell you, a lot of the gay people are getting sick of this LGBT stuff. The Q and the Z and the P, and you start lumping them in with some behavior that they don't necessarily have anything to do with or condone in any way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of how everyone is feeling right now, though, with just about everything? Like, it seems to me that everyone in America at some point in the last 5 to 6 years has been like, hey, I'm not a part of whatever that is, on both sides. It's why I think 45% of voters now identify as independents. I think it's why we have so many young people who have a view of positive of socialism because they've experienced the corrupted capitalism that we have. I think there's this big push to make one another fight amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Being grouped into these different silos. I think they are intentionally doing that to us, whoever.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
the demoralization thing too. We talk about that a lot. It's demoralization. It's to convince the kids that there's no other way than to go through some corporate ladder. And heck, they're all going to 401(b)(c), visas anyway, right?
Yeah.
And so they never are taught that this is the land of the great. And if you really want to succeed, go out and make something for yourself. Every single Indian that comes over here from India that gets their green card and sets foot in America understands the American dream better than the average American kid does. And
Unfortunately, yeah.
they'll live in poverty. They'll save. They'll do everything they can to get the money, to get the down payment on a store or whatever it is their dream is, and they will make it happen. You know what I mean? Whereas American kids are like, gosh, how could I ever save up for a mortgage as they're sipping a $9 latte?
Well, I don't think that's really accurate, though. I don't think that's what the situation is. I think I think that lattes actually come after the give up.
Okay.
What happens is people give up on the idea that they can do anything, and so they start immediately seeking out the sensory, whatever it is that their thing is, whether it's good coffee or it's gambling or whatever's going to get their endorphins going because they feel like crap about themselves already. I think there's been an active, systematic dismantling of the youth in this country by people who don't have the best interest of America in heart. I think you see it in the education field. I think you see it in the hiring practices with the H-1Bs. I think you see it in the illegals. I think you see it in the way that they print money and don't ever tighten their budgets. I think that the youth have been sacrificed in this country by various groups for various reasons, and they're very upset about it, and so they've just kind of checked out on even participating. They're just going to order their burgers and drink their lattes and be happy. And as the saying goes, YOLO. You only live once.
Yeah, and there's a sense of I went to college and I'm working 10-hour days, 5 days a week, whatever. I'm kicking butt. I'm out there and I'm not making the money yet, but I should be able to afford to at least get some dinner tonight, or at least make it easier on myself in the morning and get that $8 latte, and on and on. And it adds up, that the guy that bags the lunch, you're making good money. You still bring a bag of lunch in because it costs like $1.50 to make a ham sandwich and put it in a bag. You know what I mean? Versus the $9.50 or $14 one you're going to buy downstairs.
That part, I'm 100% behind you on that one. I'm 100% that you should never not bring your own. You should never be eating out for your lunch because you want to control the fuel that you're putting in your body if you're a worker. Mm-hmm. And eating junk food from a fast food restaurant is not going to be the best for you. It's never going to work out good for you in the long term. So I'm 100% behind you on that one. Everybody should be packing their lunch for work.
Yeah, even if it's the good stuff, the good Chinese, P.F. Chang.
I still say go make your own and take it. You'll be healthier in the long run. It'll save you money when
that
you're
was old. A joke. That was just a joke. But yeah, and if you don't believe me, just go into the frozen department, find a bag of P.F. Chang's, and read the ingredients, folks. Read the ingredients. But anyway, it is a big thing for America to be looking at its 250th anniversary, and I'm very excited about it. Very much looking forward to this 4th of July. It's going to be a big, big party, and I can't wait personally. And so, if I had the opportunity to go out there, hey, some of the people that are playing here, Kid Rock's going to be on the stage. Vanilla Ice is still on. There's a number of people that are still going to be performing here. As of the writing of this article, Fab Morvan, never heard of him. Milli Vanilli, that's odd. Vanilla Ice, CNC Music Factory, rapper Freedom Williams, and Flo Rida. Again, never heard of half those people. I've heard of CC Music Factory, though I have heard of them. And Milli Vanilli, weren't they the guys that were lip syncing everything?
Yeah, they never even made any music as far as I'm aware. But see, I think that's another thing about this whole thing. Like, there are a lot of other artists that are out there. Like, did anybody reach out to those people. Like it just
Yeah.
feels like to me that this thing was never really that important to the people putting it together.
Yeah, I mean, the YMCA seemed to be on board with a lot of this stuff. I would think that they would be open to this. They're, a big part of our history. Heck, in 1976, at the 200th anniversary, they were if I'm not mistaken, that was like their heyday, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's the mid 70s was their heyday. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so, it'd only be fitting to bring them along for the ride. But again, like, where's like Hank Williams or I don't know. Is he even alive? Like that probably wasn't the best example, but you get my point. There's a lot of country stars that you could bring on board. And a couple rappers here. I've never heard of these guys. Flo Rida.
Yeah.
Freedom Williams. Never heard of
Heard of him.
it. Yeah, we're like Metallica. Gosh, I don't know.
They'd never do it though. That's the problem. Like it's the industry is so politically left, and they're so brainwashed, and have so many people in the club and cult of the leftists that they just won't. They won't put their pride or their personal political feelings aside and do what's good for the country. They won't do it because they're afraid.
Can you imagine that? Like on the National Mall, Metallica.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool.
It'd be the biggest thing that ever happened. I mean, it'd make that. They did that one show in was it Russia that had like I don't know 1 million people at it or something. Did you ever see that clip?
Yeah, that was right after the wall came down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about that time, but it was huge, man. I mean, it could be like that, but half the country just doesn't want to have fun this year and celebrate America. And it's a sad thing because the other half is going to go gangbusters, and we're going to enjoy pardon my language, the hell out of this, because why not? It's the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. That is huge, huge. And if you love your country, how could you not love that opportunity?
Yeah, it's odd to me. It really is. Maybe a lot of them are just not really truly American at their heart. Maybe a lot of them are just money grubbing commies. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The Trump derangement syndrome, I think, is what does it.
Certainly plays a part. Certainly plays a part.
They hate the guy so much. Just so much. It's I don't know. Let's play this. I played this during the show on Wednesday night this week, and it just came out as we were, live on the air. So this is Jill Biden talking about her husband during the debate when, in that famous moment when Trump said to him, "I'd love to reply to what Joe just said, but I don't really think he said anything. I don't understand what he was trying to say, and I don't think he did either." So she just came out and was on Good Sunday Morning and said this.
Well, we're not getting the audio.
Dead
There it
air.
Oh, you're not? Okay, hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. It's a live radio show, folks. We do this on the fly. Let me roll that back. Okay, here we go.
Were you horrified as you saw it unfold? I wasn't horrified. I was frightened because I had never, ever seen Joe like that.
With COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Before or since? Never. Or since.
Oh my God, we finally beat Medicare.
Beat it good, Joe. Beat it good. Yeah, I think she's
Hold on. Let me just keep playing this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes. Or you've never seen him like that? Never. No. What happened? I don't know what happened. I mean, as I watched it, I thought, oh my God, he's having a stroke. And it scared me to death.
Oh, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the... What did Trump do?
Were you horrified as you saw it unfold? I wasn't horrified, I was frightened because I had never, ever seen Joe like that.
Well, what more?
With the COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
Thank you, President Biden. How would you like to respond, Mr. Trump?
Oh man,
Talk about a super clip.
I can't believe that guy was president for 4 years, and
Yeah.
we all knew it. We all knew, and they just let it go on.
Well, demoralization, man. How do you
Yeah.
take over a country? You got to demoralize the citizens. You got to put someone like him in office who's clearly not with it, and tell everybody, don't believe your lying eyes. Believe me. I don't know what you saw, but the guy is good. He's healthy. He's on the ball.
Yeah,
Demoralization, man.
it's true. It's certainly had that effect. People do not trust anything coming from the president's office under a certain age at this point.
Yeah, and I don't know. Here we go again. So we've got another couple years of Trump. We've got a midterm election coming up here in November, and that will be an opportunity for us to really kind of see how things are landing out there. You know, these redistrictings are going to play a big advantage for the Republicans, and they need to capitalize on that to secure control of the House and the Senate for the next 4 years. Not that it really matters, honestly. It would just be a good morale boost. But at this, they don't matter much. Congress has made themselves irrelevant. They're feckless. They're weak. They can't pass the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act is like 60% among Democrats. This requires voter ID to vote, or at least to register to vote. And they can't even pass that. Every third world country on the planet has voter ID. You know,
They won't
we're
even
the only ones out there.
They won't even repeal the zombie. The zombie. What is it? The thing, the filibuster. Yeah, the zombie filibuster. They won't even pull it and go back to the original form where you actually had to speak to do a filibuster. They won't even do that.
Yeah. They are feckless. So even if we win the House or whatever, I think Trump doesn't really care that much anymore. You know, he'll go out and get on the campaign trail and do his thing. It's his last chance to do any campaign rallies, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to go out and do them. But I don't think his heart's in it. I don't think it matters. The only thing that'll happen if the Democrats take the House or the Senate is they'll impeach him again. Right? And drag through that whole process. 3-time impeached. It's, oh my God, it's horrible. The View will lose their minds. Trump got impeached again. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. He did it. Folks, we got him. He's guilty. Look at this. They impeached him again. And an impeachment means nothing today. Nothing. You know, it just means your party doesn't control the House.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think though this is the scary part to me. This is the rumblings I am hearing is that there are quite a few uniparty Republicans who are very, very scared of Trump and don't want to rock the boat, so they're not saying anything now. But as soon as the Democrats get any kind of control, they're going to flip on him like rabid dogs. That's what I hear. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, will they get a two-thirds? Will they get 2/3 of the Senate to go, you know, and actually impeach him?
It sounds like they're getting close.
And then what does that do? It puts J.D. Vance as president.
Yeah.
Now he goes into the election with, you know, as the incumbent president.
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to run. If they impeach Trump and he gets 2 years, he might decide to run. But right now, his major backer just moved to Argentina, and he closed his exploratory committee. So I don't think he's running.
All right, we've got a couple minutes left. You're talking about Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
let's get into that a little bit. But why don't you explain it to everybody?
Well, Peter Thiel has kind of been the major kind of like angel investor in J.D. Vance's political career. He's kind of shaped him financially speaking. He's backed him along the way, helped him. It was the one who suggested he write a book about his life, that kind of stuff. They're good friends. And Peter Thiel just up and moved to Argentina about a week and a half ago, enrolled his kids in school, and is now living down in Argentina because he kind of fears the way things are going in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So I put that together with J.D. Vance closing out his presidential exploratory committee. And I'm like, I don't know if JD's actually going to run. I think they may know something that the rest of us don't. Like maybe the midterms aren't going to go very well.
Well, even if they don't, I really, at this point, it doesn't really matter much. But Peter Thiel, he would still be an American citizen. He would just be living in Argentina. So he'd still be able to, contribute to political parties here, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you tend to put money into where you're living. That, I mean, not that he can't do both. I'm just saying.
That's just what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not that he can't do both, but you tend to focus on where you're at rather than where you aren't.
Yeah, but you can't underestimate how cheap it is to buy off a politician, especially in Argentina. Where they got Melee down there.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not Malay that you would need to buy off. They kind of agree as far as philosophically speaking. It would be more like, the small time politicians. I would imagine they're rather cheap.
Yeah, but Malay's still going to want to check. I mean, we still got to get that in there. But
yeah.
Yeah, anyway, that's an interesting story. It's I saw some meme where he's like, I create the American AI surveillance state and then, leave as soon as I realize what I've done.
Yeah. I mean, it does make one wonder, like, oh, really? You're going to leave, are you?
Yeah, like, oh, God, I know more than you about this. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. And why Argentina? Why do you feel safe down there?
No, I think Argentina, if they do well here in the next year or two with their election and keeping Malay's party in power, they'll probably end up going back to being one of the wealthiest countries in the world over the next 25 years. They have all the resources to do it.
Could well be. And you got Brazil right next door that is floundering under communism. But anyway, folks, we've got to take a break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Good to go. We're on radio break.
All right, good quality radio, guys. Really proud of everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Hey, Doc, I don't know if you checked it out. I did drop some animations for the show stuff in Discord. Yep. Check them out when you can.
I think he just stepped away, so he's going to have to listen to the replay to hear that.
Yeah.
Unless you tell him again when he comes back live. All right, so some fun stories here. Let's see if I got anything fun here for this segment. God, that was fun. The Joe Biden thing just is going to keep giving forever. I've never seen him like that.
Yeah.
He must have had a stroke on the stage. I was so worried.
Right.
Like, honey, he does that every night at the dinner table. No, who are you kidding?
Well, that just goes to show how often she eats with him.
We already talked about that. Oh God, okay, the ultimate troll here. Oh, I got a good article to jump into here. This is the biggest troll ever.
We'll leave you hanging if you're just watching on the Rumble or one of the other Kick or one of those. We'll leave you
Exactly.
hanging until we go back
Wob-
radio live.
Wobbly keeps wanting me to switch us over from Teams to Discord. Like, I don't know. I would have to get all the hosts on board with that, and there's there's a few people that will not use Discord. David Hogg being one of them, but I'm sure that there might be an IP block on that one. From what he was telling me or something. I don't know, but just saying.
What did you do, David?
Oh, God, it's beautiful out here. I'm so blessed to live where I live. Honestly, it's so beautiful out here. So peaceful, so quiet.
That is nice.
My dog's walking around out there. Finally got the last of her shed bomb out last night. The tail, the hardest part, the hind legs and the tail.
Oh yeah, it's definitely shed. Get rid of all that shed off. We always used to shave our dogs during the summer.
Yeah.
You can't shave a husky though.
No.
No, they don't. They don't do it.
They don't do that.
Yeah, they've got like different layers of coats and whatnot, and you mess all that up.
Yeah, we always had mutts. We didn't have any purebreds, so they loved it. They loved getting their hair all shaved off.
We got 30 seconds, yeah, and the pits, like Nona and Zeus, their fur is really, really short to begin with. But
of course, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not coarse. Their fur
No, you
isn't
don't have coarse hairs.
No.
No.
It's just super sleek. Here's your countdown, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Doc, we got all kinds of good stuff happening in the world. We were talking about the 250th anniversary of the United States of America happening in, 5 weeks from now?
Yes.
Bada bing, bada boom. 5 weeks, we're going into the 4th of July, folks, the best, greatest holiday of the history of the world, the 4th of July, the creation of America, And I want to challenge everybody at home. Talk to you got a high school kid? Hey, it's the 4th of July. It's the 250th anniversary. What year was America founded? How many branches of government do we have? Ask them some really basic, how many states are there? See what kind of education your kids are really getting. What'd you learn at school today? Nothing. Right? Every parent has that conversation every day. What'd you learn at school? Nothing. They mean it. Back when I used to say that, we at least learned some stuff. It just wasn't worth bringing up. But they mean it today when they said they learned nothing. Nothing. You got entire school districts in Chicago and LA and, all over the country that are failing their kids. UCLA has a problem because like a third of their admissions in the STEM cell categories are in middle school math. They're think about middle school math. You're talking like basic, not even geometry at that point. Long division.
Yeah.
You got to teach them all of algebra. You got to teach them everything to just get caught up to where you should be taking a, math 101 school class at college. It's a disgrace. Mississippi is now 9th in the country. Mississippi for education is the place to be. If you're in California and you really want to educate your kid, take them out of school, move to Mississippi and put them in, heck, I can't even name a school district or even a city. Mobile. No, that's Alabama. Mississippi. Jackson. I think there's a Jackson there. Move to Jackson, Mississippi, and off you go. Put them in the schools there. They're going to do way better than they're doing under the environment right now that they're in, where you're paying through the nose. You're paying 13%, state income tax. You're paying property taxes that are through the roof. Insane amounts of money. And they're not getting anything for it. So anyway, folks, I'm getting on a tangent here. 250th anniversary. Donald Trump, or shall I say Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, has confirmed a rumor that his department is preparing a prototype of a $250 bill featuring Donald Trump's face. Of course, this has to go through Congress. But I don't know, Doc, ultimate troll or just, bad idea?
I mean, what concerns me more about this is just the idea that we've disposed of the penny because it costs too much to make, and now we're creating a $250 bill. It makes me feel like there's a problem that we're not discussing. Like it gives me a sense of dread that we've gotten rid of the smallest denomination and now increased our largest, or trying to increase the largest denomination. I don't have a problem with him putting his face on a bill, though. Like, I really don't. But I did hear one suggestion that would be cool. Since we got rid of the $2 bill, maybe put Jefferson on it. Maybe that would get rid of the controversy.
Yeah, that would be good. Or Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and that would probably bring a little more controversy on top of it. But I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it's controversial, people. That's the fun of it, is just to at this point, like, hey, if you guys can't enjoy anything, then we're just gonna, meme you till you cry, and then when you cry, we're gonna make memes about you crying.
Correct.
Okay? That's the way it's gonna work. If you're gonna be, a little fiddy-duddy and just hate everything about America, then hey, we're gonna have fun with it. Why not? And let's make a $250 dollar bill, and they'll say you can't put anyone who's alive on there. Okay, well, you guys assassinated Charlie Kirk. We'll put him on there. How do you think about that?
I mean, we put Sacagawea on a coin. I don't see why we can't put Charlie Kirk on a bill.
Sacagawea, yeah. I mean, hey, Charlie is one of the most influential people in recent politics in recent years. Just a all around legend that flew too close to the sun, I guess. I don't know. It spoke too much truth. Got people too upset that they couldn't win a debate on college campus, and they looked, like a fool because they didn't know their stuff. And so they killed him. It's a shame. It is what it is. Sucks.
I think they killed him because he was effective.
Exactly.
I think he was battling leftism in a way that no other conservative could, because he was in it on the daily, at the college campuses, dealing with college-age students, where the leftism gets its origins in this country, where everybody goes to their brainwashing factory. I think that's what really made them angry. I really feel like he was targeted by a group of mentally ill leftists. And I wish we would dig more into the people who helped this guy pull this off. I really do. It leaves a lot of room.
Yeah, they'll have the trial here soon, and we'll see what comes of that. It's he admitted he did it to several people, including his family. I mean, his family turned him in. Yeah. The gun, all these different things. It should be an open and shut case.
For the shooter, for sure. Yeah, for the shooter, I think that's a lockdown case, no doubt. I'm upset that they haven't looked into the Discord servers and the people that were telling, public on Twitter that Charlie Kirk something was going to happen to him days and weeks before it happened. I think people knew. I think people helped him hide, and I think people were involved in the planning of this event that aren't caught.
Yeah,
like an Antifa cell, something like that. From my understanding, there's a pretty large Antifa contingent just on the outskirts of town.
In Salt Lake City, there's a very large militant Antifa group there that he was in talks with. Heck, one of their members came out the day before and said something tomorrow is about to happen. I can't say what.
Yeah,
but it's big. Yeah. And so I hope that guy's put up on the stand. What did you know? Because if he knew this was about to go down, that's, you're an accomplice at that point. You're looking at hard time.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing that I wish that I just wish the government in general would take the Antifa terrorists more seriously. I just, we go after all these other people, but that group is, especially to me, living in the area that I live in, they're the most relevant danger to me.
Yeah, good old Portland, Oregon. I had on, a Bullhorn Barry on Wednesday, and he was talking about, I was calling it Oregon? Kept calling it Oregon, and I just had to be like, dude, Oregon.
Yeah, they do not like when you mispronounce the Oregon out here. They don't. Unless you
and
pronounce
that's the
it
thing. I was like, dude, it's not a big deal, but the people in Oregon take it really seriously. You gotta.
Yeah,
you gotta
they really do. They do. They take it very seriously.
Thank you for backing me up on that, because I sounded like I don't know, whatever, but I'm like, yeah, that's you're really offending people when you do that. So, I was from Nevada, and Nevada, they don't really care.
No, it's not nearly as the people in Oregon get really upset about weird things, though. So I mean, yeah, for all of the things that they could get mad about, mispronouncing the name of the state is not one that you really should make you upset as it does.
Yeah. And man, you watch Europeans, I've seen Michigan get pronounced so many horrible ways, stepped on left and right. Michihagian, just all kinds of different. It's funny watching Europeans, play like a GeoGuessr or something where they're looking at U.S. states, Ohio or Iowa.
Yeah.
Like Iowa. How do you pronounce that?
Meanwhile, their area over there in like Sweden or whatever, the name's like 72 consonants in a row.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't put me on the spot. I'm no better. I'm not, putting myself up on a pedestal here. We're just,
right.
Yeah. There are definitely many, many, many cities in the world that I would never be able to pronounce, running all those consonants together too is just insane. I mean, Germany has the longest words you've ever seen, and they're like, "Oh no, it's simple. It's just we just combine like 5 words, like good day at the beach." It just turns into one word. But I don't know, Doc. In 20 seconds, where can people find you online?
Always follow me over on Twitter, minds.com, Rumble, and Odyssey.
All right, and that's DOCTORE 420. Doctor with an E 420 in the house. Folks, we've got to go to break. We'll be right back with hour 2 right after these messages.
Good job, guys. We're on radio
Excellent.
break.
The German pronunciations I don't have too much trouble with. My genetic heritage kicks in, and the sounds just come out.
Yeah.
I've been watching this Netflix show with the wife called The Man in the High Castle, and there's it's about a future or like a alternate history where Japan and the Nazis both won, and they're the only ones left. And so there's a ton of German in it, and she makes fun of me when I'm able to pronounce the words instantly. She's like, "Yeah, that's that German heritage." Yeah, it's pretty funny, but it's a good show. It's a good show. If you get bored this winter, check it out.
I'm going to let this room run down a little more before I take and bring Willie in.
All right. That Willie guy.
Yeah.
Got to watch out for those chainsaw marks.
No, you got to watch out for your wallet, Doc.
Yeah, I do. I that's why I put my checkbook in a ice cube in the freezer and hid it.
You hit it?
Like they used to do with the credit cards back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't get to it. You can't trick me into giving it money this time.
Well, I guess we're close enough. So.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
All right. I just denied Willie. Willie will be in the house. Look out, cats, dogs, and kids. I'm going to close this one out and get the next one going. Oops.
Hello.
Hey now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
All right.
Oh, we got somebody in the lobby.
Yeah,
Oops.
Willie guy.
Okay.
And
Shit,
Doc,
don't let
too.
him in.
Oh,
They're both in the lobby? Yeah, let Doc in, but don't let Willie in.
oh, too late.
Willie snuck in behind me.
Oh, shit. All right. Hey, Willie.
That's all right. He's still on mute.
Okay, good. I, man.
Huh?
I thought you were on mute.
I see him lit up, but do you hear him?
I thought you was on mute, boy. Man, y'all pay attention. Let me talk. You'd hear something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt that.
So if I let you talk, I'm going to hear something. Huh. I want to see how this works, Willie. Go for it. That's what it boils down to, man. I sent on Mark a message saying I couldn't find the link, man. I had to go way back to find the link.
How far back?
Way back, man.
No. Not
Hey,
way back.
Hey, I want to talk to Doc 69. I got a new endeavor.
Uh-oh. I froze my checkbook. I put it in ice in the freezer, so I can't get to it, so you can't scam me out of more money, Willie. But go ahead,
Hey,
what do you got?
Hey, man. Hey, I can give you my wallet number, and I accept SHIB coin, man. Shiba Inu. Hey, I done got into the cryptocurrencies big time nowadays, man. Hey, I accept SHIB coins.
Yes. I do have some SHIB coins.
Yep,
Perhaps.
yeah, man. Hey, I need about 1 million of them. I think $1 million of them is worth about $2.33.
Yeah. Not even enough to buy a pack of smokes these days.
I know, right?
Do you want Saul on the show tonight?
Man, I always want Saul.
Right,
David Hogg, give me an idea, man. Talking to David Hogg earlier, he gave me an idea. Hey, I got word, man, that Saul Good. I got to wait for the show, man, to tell you what the dealings are. Hey, but Saul Good is representing my chainsaw as my chainsaw's attorney.
Did you sign a
Well, he's not
prenup,
an
Willie?
attorney, but he knows some very good divorce attorneys, I'm sure.
It's all good. Crooked, man. He crooked as the day is long.
It's true.
I know the attorney that handled J-Lo in the breakup with Ben Affleck. She got him all his money.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good like that fella that played an airline pilot and a doctor and a lawyer, and it's all good. Claims to be everything that there is to be.
Yeah, wasn't there a guy in England who was arrested for that, being pretending to be a doctor for like 1.5 years, and like his patients loved him, and he was like super loved at the hospital.
Yeah, no, that was that whole Frank Abernathy, that movie that come out with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, I know about that guy, but I thought
Yeah.
there was another guy in England that did something similar.
Oh, he probably did, man.
That was a good movie, by the way. Catch Me If You Can. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Hey, but you know, none of it was true. All that was a lie. Even when he went on David Letterman and told him all that stuff that he done, he didn't do none of it, man. That was all a lie. The whole movie was based on a lie. It was fictional.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
the check part was real.
No, I think all of it was fake, man. I think he made it all up.
Because I know
him cutting some checks is one thing, but like him walking through the airport with 20 women on his arms, and like all that stuff is probably kind of fake. Yeah. Wouldn't doubt it.
I learned about that in like 7th grade Principles of Democracy class or something like that. Like
principles or problems.
One of the two. We had a teacher that liked to talk about weird like stories like that, and we heard about that story in like 7th or 8th grade from that teacher. Way before the movie ever came out. I was just I know he worked for the government too at one point, so more than likely he was a CIA agent.
So Willie, when we start here, I'm going to bring in Saul, and he's going to start talking about an investment opportunity, and then you're going to start you're going to jump in and tell him that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard of, and then he's going to tell you that you're the biggest investor.
Yeah, he got all Willie's money.
Exactly. So this is all your money he's putting into this, and you're not too fond of it.
Well, hey, I got all my monkeys, man. They're my emotional support monkeys, and some of them done got real smart and went to school. Oh man, they smart. They got degrees in psychiatry and psychology and everything, man. Hey, I got a bunch of monkeys. They went out and started stealing stuff, and now I got a yard full of stolen items, man. I need a Doc 69 to come help me fence all these items that I got that my monkeys stole.
No. You're talking. It's not Doc that you need to talk to about that. It's Barry. Barry can do stuff like that. Not Doc.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Well,
if you need to fence illegal items, Barry's your guy.
Yeah. Barry's the guy. Thank God he's not here tonight. Otherwise, he'd probably chime in.
Oh, you would agree. You'd be like, yeah, I can put that on eBay for you. We got that.
I mean, that's basically all the thieves do this day.
Yeah. Honey, baby, why are you standing in your water bowl? Are you trying to show me that it's empty? She does that now. She'll stand there with one foot in a water bowl.
30 seconds, guys. Maybe
yeah,
less.
I guess you have no water. Okay, here you go, honey. All right, so give me a minute before you jump in there with your fat mouth, okay, Willie?
Well, here it is. Here's your countdown. Look out. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I know you can't shut up, so let's see what.
1. And you're live for the second hour with Willie right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday, May 31st, 2026. And tonight we have a really interesting guest coming on to talk about some opportunities that sound almost too good to be true. Folks, this is somebody who hasn't been on the show in a little while, but he's been a longtime guest. He's somebody who we've really grown to trust when it comes to financial advice, although we don't give financial advice on the show. But this gentleman here has some ideas of how to, turn a buck into what he calls generational wealth. Folks, we've got with us tonight Saul Good from Beverly Hills.
Hello, this is Saul. It's such a pleasure to be on your show, John.
Oh, well, thank you, Saul. It's great to have you here. Now, tell us more about what's going on. What are you so excited about? You sent me a bunch of emails. Talking about this opportunity and this and that and generational wealth. That's a big, thing. So tell us what you got going.
Well, what we got going on here is in Hawaii, there's a very special event that's occurring. It's a geological event that takes many, many years to play out. But when you look at the Big Island, see, many people don't know this, but Hawaiian Islands were made because of what they call a hotspot. It's a lava hotspot that gets through the mantle and pushes lava up through vents, and those vents distribute the lava onto the land, and it makes new land. It keeps making new islands and everything. Okay, so now the hotspot It's called the Pupuhai hotspot lava flow. It is now moved over to the east coast of the Big Island. And what we're doing is we're chopping up all the real estate over there and making what we call generational investments into. Wait, it's a hotspot that's kicking up lava, and it's what, creating new land.
Is that land going to be usable?
But there's lava there. How do you? Well, it's not so much for today. That's why we call it a generational investment. Because once the land is built out, now this is new beachfront property we're talking about on the Big Island of Hawaii. This is some of the most valuable real estate in the world. And so what we're doing is we're putting some of our top clients into this investment opportunity in order to have them purchase oceanfront property today that will soon extend way out into the ocean and for miles and miles as the lava flows. Oh, God. Is that Willie?
Yes,
hey, Willie. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, hi, man.
Good to see you. You're my good friend. I love you. I very much appreciate Willie. He's a very good friend. One of my best friends in the world. Willie, it's so good to hear from you.
Hey, y'all don't listen to Saul Good, man. Hey, that man's crooked.
This sounds a little weird. Wait, you're going to invest in lava flows that are going to create new land. Like Doc was saying, isn't that just going to be a lava flow? You can't go anywhere near it for years.
Oh, no. Well, yes, this is a generational investment. It's something that won't be intended for today. It's something that your children and your children's children and your children's children's children and their children's children will make very wealthy from this. But it's the difference between new money and old money, right?
But Willie doesn't have any kids.
No, Hey, y'all listen to Saul Good, y'all gonna go broke, man. Hey, he's fixing to pitch y'all something, man. Hey, at least whenever I pitch my ideas to Doc 69, Doc 69 makes money off of my ideas when he gives me money. Hey, well, I ain't seen no money yet. Hey, but it's coming, Doc 69.
Yeah, checks in the mail. I know.
Wait a minute, Saul, you told me Willie was one of the largest investors in this project.
Well, yes, Willie's our very largest investor. He owns an entire mile of coast on the Hawaiian island that will now be submerged in lava for the next few decades or centuries, potentially. But once it cools off, you're going to have beautiful black sand beaches, and it's brand new real estate. So you can't, they say one thing about real estate is God, already made it all. But here's a situation where God is making new real estate, and we're going to be the ones to inherit that. And Willie is one of the largest investors.
No, man. Hey, Saul Good has done capped my money. Hey, look at him. Hey, I got a whole bunch of money that Saul Good is supposed to be responsible for, man. Hey, and I ain't seen I ain't seen a nickel of it, man. Hey, look at him. Saul Good is crooked.
It's invested in Hawaii. You own a mile of beachfront property. It's currently on fire, but it's very beautiful.
Yeah,
it's on fire.
No, man.
Well, it's a lava flow.
Yeah.
Hey, he talking about generational wealth, man. And like Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump, he was worth $2.6 billion in 2023. Hey, man, doggone.
I worked very hard with Donald to make sure all his money was sent offshore and put into very wise investments. Donald actually owns one of the plots right next to you. You guys are neighbors.
Yeah, he was worth $2.6 billion, man. Hey, and now he's worth $6-point-something billion. Hey, that's generational wealth, man. Hey, Donald Trump, he done got rich while he's in office with all of his doings and everything, man. I like Saul Good. Hey, Saul Good crooked, man. I'm telling y'all, don't pay no attention to Saul Good.
Really, I don't know why you're down-talking this investment. You're the biggest investor in it. It's very important to you that this goes well. Why would you talk it down when you have such a substantial 9-figure investment in this project?
Yeah, no, man. Hey, I got
nine.
Oh yes, it's very substantial. Most of all his Bitcoin was liquidated. That's why we dropped the price down to 60,000 because it was Willie selling. He was dumping into this last period of the last year to get his money out to invest it in the lava flow.
He sold your Bitcoins for Lava Land. Ha!
I probably would have done too. Hey,
Generational wealth.
No, hold on, man.
Have you not played The Floor is Lava? I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
you can't stand on.
Hey, look at him. This here, for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, this is Willie Lee. Hey, I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium.
I run the Saw Good talent agency in Beverly Hills, California.
Up in Sandy Run, South Carolina. Hey, and the Saw Good is crooked as the day of long. If you're aspiring
model or talent, you should contact the Good Talent Agency, not the bad one, the good one in Beverly Hills. And we'll take care of you.
I don't think you're allowed to advertise that on the air, Saul.
Sure I am. If Willie can talk about his dumb little cricket farm. Well, by the way, he sells cricket as food. That's what he's doing there, folks. He's trying to make you eat crickets. He's a horrible person.
Hey, cricket flour, man. Cricket flour and worm hot dogs, man. Yeah, hey, and pea jugs. Hey, Greta
Willie's Worm Farm is my property. Willie's Worm Farm is a Saw Good production. Okay?
Yeah, no. Hey,
so
and that's why
we are moving into kosher hot dogs made from worm meal.
No, hey,
it's
listen.
Beautiful. Hey, so it'll be so good. It's going to be such a big thing. We are going to be supplying the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, with Willie's Worm Farm hot dogs that glow in the dark so they can make runways in Gaza.
Yeah, hey, they do glow. Hey, they do glow in the dark, man. Hey, you know they got this this glow in the dark stuff for worms, man. Yeah. No, go. Hey, man, I've been drinking this Willie's Rocket Juice. This about got me tore up. Look at him. Hey. No, hey, for all y'all out there don't know me.
These lava flows are going to be some of the most premier real estate on the planet. And if folks want to get in early, they can contact the Saw Good, the Good Talent Agency in Beverly Hills, and we will put you in touch with licensed and registered real estate agents that can buy you lava flow
They won't be
property.
licensed or registered.
Yeah, no, he's crooked, man. He'll license it.
That's the thing. It's very, very legal.
Hey, he licenses himself and he registers himself.
Exactly.
He got to register. Hey, I know it, man. Hey, I gone through it, man. He said, you certified. Hey, like I am, man. I'm a certified certifier, man. I certify. Hey, hold on a minute, man. I got
Saul
to say
just
something.
dumped Willie's money. You sold all of Willie's Bitcoins to buy lava flows on Hawaii? I mean, that sounds reckless.
Oh, no, it's a wise and sound investment. It's generational. See, Willie's not going to enjoy it himself, but the generations that follow Willie will inherit that money.
Willie doesn't have any kids. Willie, you don't have kids.
No,
what's generational wealth going to do to a guy who's 60 years old and no kids?
No,
it's very important that he start procreating.
I've been dealing with Saul Good for the last 5 years, man. Hey, I was broke before I met Saul Good, and I'm broke now. He got all my money. Hey, I got Bitcoin mines. I got movie contracts. I got commercial contracts. I got all kind of singing contracts. I got this contract and that contract. Saul Good got all my contracts.
Very lucrative. Very, very lucrative.
Yeah.
Some of Willie's songs have gone to #1 on the country charts.
Yeah. Hey, I'm broke now,
I don't think that's true. I think you just wrote a list of songs you like and put Willie at the top.
Yeah.
No, Lucky 7 was a beautiful song. Dolly Parton covered it.
Yeah, I wanna be your lucky 7, be your slot machine, your 2 7s on the outside and 1 in between. Hey, that was a great song, man. Hey,
it is a good song.
But don't listen to Saul Good, man. Saul Good, hey, you know what? I done got it figured out. Saul Good is broke too. He poor except for Willie's money. Look at him. He's a scam. He's a scam artist, man. Hey,
that's
all
libel.
Day long.
Libels. You're libeling me.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He's labeling you is what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Willie,
Hey, for all y'all out there don't know, man, hey, last week I married my chainsaw, man. Hey, I got a little old Husqvarna
You did.
440.
We were there.
And hey, she's pretty, man. She goes room, room, room quick, man.
I heard there was an injury.
Yeah. No, man, hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is
we
there
went
rumor
on
to that?
no, this is a true story right here, man. Hey, we went on our honeymoon and I lost her. Hi, I lost her in the baggage claim area, man. Hey, she got a case that I got gone. And I'm like, I can't find my little old Husky Varna. And I'm like, well, you know what? That ain't no big deal, man. Hey, because there's a steel 662 out there. Hey, and I done went and got me a V4 62cc 20-inch bar, man. Hey, you talking about something that'll hum? That thing will go wrong.
It's been a day and you're already cheating.
Quick, man. Yeah,
Already.
That V4 I got, hey, that sounds like a Peterbilt truck, man. Look at him going down the highway, down a mountain, going, that thing will hum, man. And then what happened? Hey, Saul Good done come up. He done sent me paperwork. Y'all don't know. Hey, Saul Good acting all nice and everything, and like he's a good guy and all that. Hey, but he done sent me paperwork. Now he's representing my Husqvarna 440 in divorce proceedings, man. Hey, look here. Hey, just because I couldn't.
Willie, I'm not doing it. I put your wife, this chainsaw, in touch with the Ben Affleck and J-Lo, right? The J-Lo's defense divorce attorney is handling the case. So it's one of the top premier divorce attorneys, and it's very expensive. Fortunately, you can afford it.
Yeah, I can't help it, man. She got lost on the baggage claim roundabout thing, man. I couldn't find her. So, hey, I done found me something bigger and better, and now this Husqvarna done showed up. And, hey, and the funny thing is, it showed up at Saul Good's house, and that's just like Aunt Mama Lou. Hey, Saul Good done run off with Aunt Mama Lou, too. Aunt Mama Lou used to be my wife, or she used to be my sister and my mama way back when, but that's another story. Saul Good is crooked, man. Hey, Saul Good he done come up with my chainsaw, my Husqvarna 440, and he's got it at his house right now. And now they done got some kind of lawsuit they're filing against old Willie, talking about breach of contract or something. Hey, I married that chainsaw, but then she got a case that I got gone. Hey, and I thought she was gone forever, man. Hey, I done found me a bigger and better chainsaw. Hey, but hey, Saul Good, man, I'm telling you, look at him. Hey, he's crooked. Don't
Willie,
trust
that's been a week. It's been a week.
Yeah.
Man, you're a dog. You're a dog.
Yeah,
you left your blushing little bride on a conveyor belt in an airport.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
we're talking about going from a 42cc chainsaw to a 62cc chainsaw.
Yeah, and then
with
they make an
extra...
82, and they make a 102, and they make a 142, and they make the great big ones that takes 3 people to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what? There's always something better around the corner, isn't there, buddy?
Hey, she got an extra 2 inches on the bar.
That's what I'm
too,
saying.
man.
He's not loyal to anybody.
Yeah, no, hey, she got an extra 2 inches on the bar.
Most loyal friend that Willie's ever had in his life. I have suffered for Willie. I have done so much with the Saul Good Agency to help Willie, little Willie, get ahead in life. I've done so much for him.
True.
Look at the way he talks about me. It's enough to make you cry.
It's all good. Wow. You an actor. He's an actor. I ain't trying to make y'all feel sorry for him.
Willie, you are horrible to everybody. You're horrible to Saul. You're horrible to Aunt Mama Lou. What do you think of Aunt Mama Lou? Is she a nice lady, Willie?
No, Aunt Mama. Y'all don't know Aunt Mama Lou. Aunt Mama Lou's a scammer. Aunt Mama Lou. No, hey, Aunt Mama Lou, she defrauding old people. Y'all don't know it. Hey, and it's all good to her. Hey, they in on it together, man.
Hansel, your other really good friend. How many times have you turned him over to ICE to be deported, Willie?
Hey, Hansel's another one, man. Hansel crooked as the day is long, too. Well, I've been spending time up here at my crooked
Everybody's
up
crooked
here in South Carolina. Hey, Hansel done run my worm farm into the ground. Hey, to be honest, I tell y'all that I run Willie's worm farm.
Belong though, in the ground.
What?
Isn't that where worms belong though, in the ground?
Yeah, well, where Hansel belongs,
Oh,
man.
that's a good one, Doc. Hey, Doc, I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, whatever you do, don't do business with Willie. He
No.
will take your money, and then he will call you every name in the book and say you are the bad guy. He'll make you
I don't
out
know.
to
Those
be
worm
the bad
hot
guy.
dogs are delicious. Those worm
Yeah,
hot
man.
Well, I know they're good. Brought to you by Saul Good. That's why they're so good. They're kosher now, you know.
No,
He's stealing
no,
your worm hot dogs, Willie.
Hey, it's all Willie's ingredients, and it's
Willie's
proprietary.
worm hot dogs are the official worm hot dog of the Israeli Defense Force, and so we're very proud of that. So they're kosher and they're very good for you.
They proprietary, man. Look at him. Hey, look at him. I got a news article right here, man. Hey, did y'all hear about that
We got
cow?
about 2 minutes left before we go to break, so I want to give you the time to cover a news article. If you want to cover a news article, Willie.
Yeah.
I'm always there to give you time to talk.
No.
Right? You always say I don't, but I always do. Here I am saying there's about 2.5 minutes left, and if you want to get in a news article, you can do it, but you just got to use your time well, okay?
Yeah. I see what you're doing there, man.
What? What am I doing?
Hey,
you got a minute and a half left, right?
Hey,
a minute and a half before we go to break. Get the story out. Go.
Yeah. Hey,
Who's
they got
stopping
a cow. They got a cow, and hey, this is the real news. This is what people out there in Radio Land want to hear, man. Hey, there's a cow in India. It's an albino cow, and it's got a tuft of blonde hair. I'm looking at the picture right now. They got a picture of this cow side by side with Donald Trump, and that cow looks like Donald Trump. It got a tuft of blonde hair on top of its head, and Hey, they got this cow. His name is Donald Trump.
He got a pardon too. He got a pardon.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know about it? You heard it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Now from getting killed,
This has
man.
nothing to do with the lava flows that we're talking about, though. I don't
No,
understand. Why are we talking about a cow?
Hey, we don't care about the lava flow, man. We don't care about your scam.
Very important.
We don't care about your scam.
A lifetime opportunity for generational wealth by investing in lava flows in Hawaii that will create new land that will be beachfront land with beautiful
this here ain't a scam. Hey, I want to talk about something that ain't a scam. I got emotional support monkeys for sale.
Before we break, Willie, I gotta say that NASA just put out a report. This is breaking news from NASA.
Support monkeys. I am selling emotional support monkeys. I don't want to hear about NASA, man. Hey, I got 30 seconds. 10
you don't want to hear about NASA?
No.
You're talking about emotional support monkeys. When NASA just made a gigantic announcement, folks. It turns out,
lies.
Willie,
it's all lies.
It turns out the Earth is in fact flat, but we've got to go to break. We'll be right back after this.
Earth is flat. Flat Earth, man. Hey.
You guys got it in. Oh, boy. Flat Earth.
Yeah, you like that one, Willie?
I didn't bring it. I didn't bring it home, but Donald Trump's net worth is $6.5 billion right now. In 2023, it was $2.6 billion.
You're reading that at Teen Beat magazine or what?
No, man. Hey, this has got Forbes magazine. That's where this come from. Hey, man, look at him. He told Iran, he said, look at him, we'll stop the war right now and give you $300 billion in reconstruction. Hey, that's how a country gets rich, is getting bombed by the United States. And like, I think it was Wag the Dog or something. Y'all remember that movie? They were talking about this little old country. Yeah, hey, this little country. And they was like, well, hey, if we want to get rich, let's start a war with the United States. After the war is over, they'll give us a pile of money. And what it boils down to, hey, I'm reading an article right here, man. $300 billion in reconstruction. and the war cost us $7 billion to start with. And countless, we don't even, hey, the money that the United States has lost because of this war will never be known. I'm saying I think that gas is $4 and $5 a gallon. You know how many people they got to struggle just to get back and forth to work at those prices? And Donald Trump's, he's like, all right, now the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open now. Well, guess
Oh
what?
no, it's closed.
It was open before you started your mess with that country.
That is a valid point.
Oh, we're going to make sure they ain't got nuclear weapons. Well, guess what? They didn't have them before and didn't want to have them to start with, man. And any uranium that they got is because Barack Obama sold it to them, and Hillary Clinton, too. It's like, we're going to sell you all this uranium here. Oh, no, it's illegal for you to have it.
Many such cases. Many such cases.
Yeah. The whole thing, it don't make any sense. And the thing about it is we're doing another country's bidding. That's what it boils down to.
In this particular case, that does seem to be what it is.
A little bit, but it's also just an ongoing nightmare. You know, if you can put it into the Iranian regime funding terrorists all over the world, you know, it's a good thing. But let's see.
Well,
Let's
you
see
know
what
who's
happens.
going to get to take and rebuild the country, right? Those guys that are laid off.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, they were talking about
Halliburton
they're
and
about to
BlackRock.
evacuate. It's sinking 30 centimeters a year. There's no water there.
You heard about Trump's pool boy charging $5,000 for a gallon of paint up there, and now all of a sudden the paint is bubbling up and it ain't sticking like it's supposed to. That whole thing ain't nothing but a fiasco too. Come on.
I thought that was sealant. I didn't know. I thought it wasn't paint.
Yeah, it's
I thought
not
it was
paint.
sealant.
It's not paint.
Yeah,
Willie
the
doesn't,
ceiling,
you know.
the ceiling
Willie
ain't
just makes this stuff
working.
up. Willie
It's
just
still
goes look at
$5,000 a
makes
gallon.
stuff up.
No, hey, I got the documents in front of me, man. Hey, I get all my information off of YouTube and TikTok. Hey, I go to Reddit for my information. I said, like,
It's a good source. It's a good source.
hey, I'll ask ChatGPT. I say, is this true? And ChatGPT will tell me, no, it
30
ain't
seconds,
true, man.
folks.
Hey.
So, Willie, good luck with that real estate investment. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy
It sounds
the
like a
lava.
really hot investment.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. I'll talk to y'all next time around. Come on.
Have a good one.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah. You take care, Willie. Look out, cats, dogs, kids, curtain climbers, and crumb beggars. Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're back live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday Night Edition. And let's talk, Doc, I know you like to talk about the arts and what's happening in film. So the Mandalorian just came out, the new gigantic Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Right? Massive investments, up in the hundreds of millions. It's Star Wars, right? They're throwing everything they have at it. A $750,000 horror movie is beating it out. A movie that is on 1,500 screens versus like 2,700 is topping it at the box office.
Yeah. Yeah. Just goes to show you, if you make a good movie and do it within a budget, you can still make some money in Hollywood.
Yeah, this thing is apparently taken off. It's called Obsession, and Obsession, and it is really like it's all word of mouth. No marketing, no nothing, just word of mouth. People like it. They go out and this Mandalorian thing, throwing money at it as always, doing everything they do to just make it more gay and more woke.
Yeah, and I from what I understand, this new Mandalorian movie is pretty much just one big long episode from the show. Like it doesn't really have any high points, low points. It doesn't have any intrigue. It's really boring from what I've heard.
Yeah, and what Lucas didn't he hand over Disney the Star Wars franchise and like 5 more scripts for the next movies? And they just threw them all away and said, no, we'll take it from here. Thank you very much. What do you know about Star Wars?
Pretty much. I mean, the scripts weren't completed, and so they probably had to do a bunch of work on them to get them ready. But yeah, they threw away and just took the characters and made their own thing up.
Yeah, this isn't gay and woke enough. So we're just going to throw this away, Mr. Lucas. Thank you very much. We, appreciate that you might have had something to do with Star Wars in the past, but Disney owns it now. And I think Disney knows a little bit more about Star Wars than you do, Mr. Lucas.
That's just how Hollywood is these days. It really is sad. They pretty much destroyed any kind of IP that they could get their hands on.
Yeah, and it goes on and on and on. It is what it is.
This just
apparently
in.
There was
$80 million to make it. $30 million brought in.
Yeah. There's another one out there too. It's called Backroom. It's basically an online Reddit kind of creepypasta thing, and it got turned into a movie, and it's crushing as well. So it seems like original ideas and that it's maybe making a little bit of a comeback. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and Disney, man, I said this a million times, man. You did the remake of, what was it, Cinderella? With the little girl in it. Yeah, and what a no-brainer laid down billion-dollar bill that you could have put in your pocket.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Star Wars. Every one of these is a guaranteed $100 million, $250 million bill you can put in your back pocket. All you got to do is just make it good. Bring some of that Disney magic to the screen, but you don't have it anymore, do you? You know what I mean, Disney? You just don't have that magic anymore. I wouldn't let my kids sit in front of the Disney, app on the TV for a Saturday and not check in on a regular basis to see what they're watching. I don't trust Disney anymore. And that says a lot. Right? That says a lot.
You're not alone. There are a lot of people who have only show their children movies from the original Disney on like disc or VHS. They absolutely do not do anything new because of that reason. Because of the agenda that's gotten shoved into everything that Disney does.
It's Disney, man. You should be able to put your kid in front of the Disney app that you bought and just say, "Go hog wild, kid." It's safe. But it's not. It's indoctrination, man. It's just it's trying to trans them. Why do you want to trans kids?
Well, there's there's a couple reasons. One of them is because if you break down who a person is, who their person is, separate them from the reality of their physical form, you can then later on down the road convince them of all kinds of other things, like to break up with their family, to accept the collective instead of freedom, all those kind of things. That's one part of it.
Well, anyway, let's talk about more fun stuff. And since we're in Hollywood, let's stick to LA. There's a new poll that just came out that actually has Spencer Pratt up 1 point over Karen Bass.
Let's go.
And this is what they call the jungle primaries they do out there, where, we're just in the primaries right now. If these guys both get, to the next level, then it's going to be Bass v. Pratt, 1-on-1 until Election Day, I assume in November. So that is really where the fireworks start. Once it becomes a 2-man race, it's on. Same thing with Steve Hilton in the governor race. If he goes up against, what's his name, Villanova, the guy who ran the Department of Homeland Security under Biden and Obama, the guy who let in Spencer, they just put an ad of Hilton put out a comment about this saying, when he was leading the Department of Homeland Security, they knew they had all these missing kids, or all these kids that were, But they wanted them out of the system, so they pushed them out into the streets of America with absolutely no backup. Yep. And so, I mean, they're going to be running against each other, and Hilton's going to be able to look at Becerra and say, dude, you let all these kids out into the streets. You are when we talk about the 850,000 kids that were missing, they weren't missing. They were sent out. They didn't care. They just wanted to clear. They didn't want kids in cages. And the kids in cages is about putting kids in a safe place while you check on the background of who they're with. Are they even related to this person that's trying to drag them over the United States border into another country to go start a new life? Are they even related to that person? Or is this person simply a human trafficker who's going to take these kids up into a sex slave?
Yeah.
So that should be an easy race.
It should be. It should be. But you're dealing with California. Once that goes head to head, you're dealing with the machine. If you're an outsider candidate trying to take down an insider candidate in California, you're not running against the candidate. You're running against the political machine that is California. So it's going to take. It's going to be a real battle. Like you said, the real fireworks will start when the primaries are over.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the LA mayor race is going to be fun to watch. This Spencer Pratt guy, I don't know anything about him. I don't know if I support him or what. I don't care. I know Karen Bass was horrible. I know that no one is rebuilding their homes in LA after a year or more now from the fire. What are we like? A
couple years now,
months out or something. Year and a half. Yeah, year and a half out. Where are the permits? And I say it all the time. This is Pacific Palisades.
Wobbly
people
says
who own those homes have money out the wazoo, and if they want to rebuild their home, they could do it tomorrow if they simply had a permit.
Just in, Wobbly says Bass will not make it. She's under investigation. She had a hitman on the city council.
Ooh, that's some insider baseball there. I'll have to check into that after the show.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. I know nothing about that, folks. That's just coming from a random person chatting in one of our rooms.
Wobbly, who lives in California.
Shred of. Okay, well, take it with a shred of, grain of salt or whatever. Again, our producer is reading on the air, so it must be verified 100%. Right, Mark?
Correct.
If it's coming from him, it's coming from good source.
All right. Excellent. So, folks, this is going to be fun. Now, Spencer Pratt has been really good with these AI videos and whatnot, as much as they're annoying to watch. He does put some good ideas forward in them. And when he goes one-on-one against Bass, it's going to be fire, man. He's just going to turn that thing. Did you see the stunt they pulled in front of the other lady running for mayor that they put basically a bunch of actors out in front of her house cosplaying a homeless encampment in front of her like $3 million home, right?
No, I didn't see this. No, I didn't.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. It's exactly what I just described, right? They had about 20 people out there. They had tents, the whole 9 yards, of fake needles.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
And they just were like, hey, everyone else in LA is living with this on their front porch. Why can't you for a day? Even though it's cosplay, they're just actors, right? But that'll come to Mayor Bass's home. He's going to play hardball. And Donald Trump has laid out this sort of map that other people, or ordinary Americans, can take to do the same sort of thing, troll them. Make them cry, and then when they cry, make memes about them crying. It's really that simple, folks.
Yes.
And, we're showing the way here. So it's a beautiful thing going forward to watch this stuff sort of happen.
It is. And if any city deserves a rejuvenation, it's LA. I mean, back in the day, LA, well up into the early 90s, LA was one of the most beautiful cities, even with their smog problem. One of the most beautiful, shining cities that America had to offer. That was the land of plenty. You went to LA to make it in life. Mm-hmm. And that is no longer the case.
Yeah, and I remember living out there around 2000, maybe 3. And I mean, I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but at the same time, I was like, man, if I had $1 billion in the bank, I don't know where else I'd live. You know what I mean?
Gorgeous weather and every kind of fun thing you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, and again, just beautiful women. I mean, the ladies out there, California girls. It's just a thing.
I consider that fun.
Yeah, it is a thing. Like Arizona and California, it just is a thing that they have. They just attract some of the most beautiful women in the world to their warm climates and the sunshine and the beaches and the bikinis and all that. I mean, you got all that going on. You're not going to want to live in Chicago where it's 20 below half the year.
100%. I can vouch for Phoenix. Phoenix has a plethora of beautiful women.
Yeah, it's shocking. You come from the Midwest and you just don't really expect that to hit you in the forehead as hard as it does.
Very true. Very true.
Damn, what is this place? But yeah, no, LA, again, it's like we were talking about, I don't know if it was with you or with Barry, but, when we talk about the decay of these cities and whatnot, it's not like their infrastructure is not going to be there tomorrow. New York is still going to be New York City tomorrow. There's still going to be Billionaires Row. There's still going to be Park Avenue. There's still going to be Beverly Hills and all that stuff. But it's just the decay that happens when you go down Main Street, when you go down Sepulveda Boulevard or whatever, and there's just Ventura Avenue. There's just so many more boarded up buildings now. There's so many more places that went out of business. That one corner that used to be really successful, is just gone now. There used to be a great steakhouse there and a bunch of people eating outside, and everyone's dropping $200-$300 a head on their beautiful night with the martinis and the whole 9 yards. And now that's gone. Where did it go? It still exists. It's just out in the suburbs. It moves elsewhere. So we see the decay in the cities where it just is not as nice. Chicago is not what it was when I lived there at all.
No.
All the places I used to hang out are boarded up, shuttered, and they're just too dangerous. The walk home at 2 a.m. is not worth it.
Yeah, it's Philadelphia, same way. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did a pretty good job recently of cleaning things up. But up until recently, they had a very similar problem. A lot of gang violence, a lot of homeless, pushing people out into the suburbs, and that destroys the businesses downtown.
Yeah, and Donald Trump has gone into some of these cities with the National Guard and cleaned them up, and the ones that accepted it and allowed it to happen are prospering because of it. Look at Washington, D.C.,
Yeah.
Whereas the ones that fight it, well, you're just going to end up going down the same crap hole, Barry, I'm sorry, Doc, while we're on the subject here, we got a few minutes left in the show. I saw an interesting video the other day, and it really got my mind going, okay? What are the top 3 cities in America?
Top 3 cities, Miami, Nashville, and Austin.
Oh, come on. You're supposed to say the top 3 cities are New York, Chicago, LA, right?
Well, I mean, in the 90s, maybe.
Well, even today, population-wise, in other words, it's a thing that sort of jogs the brain. It says, okay, the top 3 cities, New York, Chicago, LA, what's number 4 or what's even number 5, right?
Right.
And you'd say Nashville, obviously, or Miami.
You got San Francisco used to be the place. Seattle used to be a really great place. I mean, there was lots of great cities at one time. There was quite a few of them.
But if we were to look at the number 4 city, I mean, they went through a lot of things. Washington, D.C. came up. Houston came up. Miami came up, in a bunch of different categories. One that never came up that I would almost put on the list is Las Vegas, though. Because it has so much theater, restaurants. It really has such a culture. You don't think of culture in Las Vegas, but you should, because, every major play that gets, Grammy Awards and all that, it all goes through Vegas.
Yeah.
It's there's more Michelin stars in Vegas than there is in any other city in the country.
Makes sense. being that it is a huge tourist hub. I wonder if that's the reason it didn't really get doesn't really come up in most people's minds, because it's more of a transient tourist town, and it doesn't tend to have the deep rooted connections as some of the other cities do. Like you have the old Cuban class in Miami that everybody talks about. You have the old Jewish neighborhoods in New York City. You have the movie stars of LA, you know, that kind of thing. But Vegas is kind of just known for being Vegas, right? But over the last 10 years, they've really developed and leaned into a more building themselves into a traditional city. They have sports teams now.
Yeah. Yeah, the Raiders. I mean, and good for them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, literally good on you to get the Raiders to come to Vegas. I always thought that it was a shame that Vegas and Nevada as a whole didn't have one sports team, you know? I mean, I lived in, you know, in Tahoe, which is near Reno, and you'd put on the sports at night, you know, or watch the news, and the sports would come on, and it's all high school football. Right?
Yep.
And it blew me away coming from Chicago that all of a sudden I'm watching the news at 5 o'clock and they're talking about the high school football team, you know? Like what?
Yep. Yeah, that's but not anymore. Not anymore. In fact, I believe they're going to be making a push to get the Portland Trailblazers.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like the guy who owns the Trailblazers is getting pretty tired of Portland.
Interesting. I mean, they'll make him a deal he can't refuse.
Oh yeah, and he's the guy that owns the hockey team, the Carolina Hurricanes, and so he likes to win, and you can't really get people to come to play in Portland with the taxes and the crime, and it's kind of difficult. That the arena sucks because they haven't rebuilt one in forever. So yeah, I have no doubt that Vegas will give them a big old stadium.
And I mean, talk about hockey. Nothing says winning like playing hockey when it's 120 outside.
Right, and the Nighthawks are was it the Golden Knights? Sorry, yeah, the Golden Knights. They're not a bad hockey team either. They have a good organization. They're pretty good.
Now, having said that, they're in. You said Carolina, so I mean,
that's the Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricane team is the guy that owns the Portland Trailblazers. Wants to move the team to Las Vegas. This is one of the sites he's looking at. But Vegas does also have a hockey team. Yes.
Well, you know, Vegas will put out a bid that will be very impressive and hard to pass up when you consider no income taxes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like when you're competing against Los Angeles and it's, you know, should I go to LA or Vegas? And California, boom, 13% right off the top.
And we know basketball players love their tax-free. That's why all the basketball players go down to Miami or they go down to San Antonio or Dallas to play because they hate paying taxes on those big guaranteed salaries.
Well, and it's free money for the states that don't have the tax, right? In other words, you've got a salary cap of, you know, 100 million. Well, you got to like put another 13% tax on top of that 100 million. You know what I mean? It's you're really not dealing with 100 million anymore. You're dealing with 87 or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Equivalent dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big form of, and I don't know, man. You're probably more into this than I am, but you know, as we're wrapping up the show here, the World Cup is about to start, man. What's your take on all that?
I'm excited to see Americans get out and support it, and I hope.
Hey, what are you talking about? The World Cup for? It's my time.
Sorry, go ahead. I had to do that.
That's okay. No, I think the World Cup is going to be good for America. Soccer has gotten extremely popular in the last 15 years, especially with younger people. There's 2 professional leagues in the States now. I think we have a good shot this year.
Do you think America has a good shot?
I think we do. I don't think we're going to take the cup or anything, but I have no doubt that we have enough talent to get to the last round.
Really? America?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, whatever. It's you know, It is what I have no interest in hockey. Or I'm sorry, hockey, in soccer at all. It's a very slow game that,
Yeah.
it's the most exciting game in the world. Ends 0-0 and then goes to playoff kicks or whatever they call them at the end, and then
It's great for falling asleep. You put on a game, you turn it down low, you hear that English soccer voice in the background, and then you don't take too long of a nap because when they do score a goal, everybody yells, and that's your alarm to get up.
Okay. But it's not better than bowling for napping. If you really want to nap out, bowling is the way to go, I contend.
I that's a good possibility. Although I used to be a bowler, so I might get a little too excited. I'd have to go to golf. Like that would be if I wanted to sleep. Golf would be my number one.
Yeah, golf is really good for that. Disc golf too. But let's see here. We've got Tina Peters is being released from prison here in the next day. She's the clerk that worked in Colorado in Mesa County. And she called shenanigans during the last election in 2020 and tried to preserve some of the documents and some of the things she saw that, in her mind, proved irregularities. And she was sentenced to prison for doing it. And Jared Polis, the governor of Colorado, recently pardoned her, or released her from prison. She's getting out tomorrow on the 1st of June. And, that's a big deal. That's a big win for the people that said, hey, 2020, had shenanigans. I'm one of them, shenanigans. I called shenanigans a long time ago. And I don't know, man. How important of a story do you think this is?
I think it's a big win for Tina Peters and her family. I think it's a big win for the people that have been just busting their hump trying to get her out every way possible. But at the end of the day, it'd be a lot bigger story if the information that she tried to preserve actually got preserved and went into the court records and was able to be used in a lawsuit against the state governments who fixed that election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think hopefully she'll feel free to speak her mind when she comes out,
I hope so.
And, Trump put some sort of a immunity on her or something so that we can all feel, that she's free to speak and talk about what happened on, ABC, NBC, CBS. They'll, of course, never have her on, but you'd hope that would happen because I know she has a lot to say. And she rotted in prison for trying to bring truth out. And that alone, folks, gives me, some respect for the lady.
Absolutely.
It's a grandmother. They threw the grandmother in jail over her calling out their shenanigans. Just garbage.
Yeah, agreed.
So, anyway, this week, Mexico's Congress moved to change a law to allow the government to cancel the 2030 elections if it claims there was a foreign interference. So if they don't win, they'll say foreign interference, and guess what? They're going to annul their elections going forward in Mexico. Sound good, Doc? That sounds like a plan, right?
Sounds like Mexico to me.
Yeah. Our neighbor to the south, folks, Brent Hamachek once told me that, if we had Syria or, Iran on our southern border, we'd probably have a better neighbor than Mexico. And I can't doubt it at this point, so... But anyway, folks, we're running low on time. Doc, anything else you want to add before we call the show?
No, just everybody have a great night.
All right, folks, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll see you on Wednesday night.
All right, good show, guys. Awesome as usual.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to lose the room here in probably less than a minute. So
have a good night, guys.
You guys take care.
All right, Doc, thanks.
And I'll get this up and out like I always do. All right?
All right, man. Thanks, Mark.
All right. Take care. See you Wednesday.
Peace.
All right. That's our show for tonight, folks. Let's see here. I'll host out to the Stone Spider. All right? So, folks, if you're out there, let's go over and help out the Stone Spider. And I am going to call it a night here. And I'll probably bring up music later on tonight. So you take care. I will see everybody later on.